What's up, boys? Today we're going to be talking about my Unadilla trip. This is not going to be a vlog. I know some of you are going to be sad about that, but we'll get into that. I don't really have, I couldn't really get access to a lot of things. Yeah, so we'll talk about that a little bit. Anyway, oh wow, what the voice crack was that? Anyway, we're a whole man, not 15. Anywho, so I went to Unadilla. I had wanted to go my entire life. Unadilla's been like a bucket list race for me for forever, as long as I could ever remember. Back in the day, I always wanted to go to Unadilla, but I never was able to because I was always on the West Coast, and then, you know, when we moved over to the East Coast, it just, I don't know, there's a lot of things happened. COVID happened, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, man, we got to go. So I got up at like, Unadilla's like 5.5 or about 5 hours away from me. So I got up at like, I don't know, 5 in the morning. And well, actually no, it was like 4 in the morning. I got up at like 4 in the morning, headed out there, slammed an energy drink. On the way there, realized that there was a screw in my tire, and my tire had like not a lot of air pressure in it. So, you know, we filled her up, and we just, you know, the wise thing would have been to not go, if I'm being honest, because, you know, whatever, it was like 300 miles each way. But, you know, we just sent it. You know, we filled it up, and we just went for it. And it was fine, you know, it was fine. You know, it was pulling a little bit to the right, but then we filled up with air and we were good to go. So we drove forever. I think one thing that surprised me is Unadilla was kind of out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if that's because I grew up going to Hangtown, and Hangtown's like literally right outside of Folsom, which is like a huge, well, I don't want to say huge, but a very large city in California. And then I guess when we went to Budds Creek was kind of out in the middle of nowhere too. So maybe that's just how these East Coast tracks are. But Dilla was like literally out in the middle of nowhere. And as I was driving, it was just like a small little town with like one gas station, small little town, one gas station, small little town, one gas station, small little town. Like, it was just like, I kept waiting. Like, I was trying to get some, like, go to a grocery store and get some food, like trying to find like a Target or a Walmart or like just a regular grocery store, and there was nothing. Hello, sir. We're just in the practice study, by the way. And there was like nothing around. Anyway, so we got out there. Dude, they made me park like 2 miles away. I'm not even kidding. It was probably 1.5 miles away from the track. I had to park so far away, which was fine. You know, got a little exercising. I planned my week so that Saturday, the day of Unadilla, was going to be leg day for me, which it absolutely was leg day. Oh my goodness, there's so many hills here. But anyway, we park a couple miles away. We walk in, and we get there right as, I think, 250 practice 2 was like, or 450 practice 2 was like just starting. And man, I gotta say, what an incredible venue. Just absolutely beautiful, huge. It feels way bigger than Budds Creek and Hangtown. Like, it's just so big, it's so long, there's so much to this track, and it's so fast, and I don't know, it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. For the practice, I kind of just walked around. My plan was to go into the pits, and I was going to try to talk to people, you know, and I was going to try to do a little vlog for you guys, but it just didn't, the cards didn't, you know, unfold. The cards didn't unfold. I don't know. It just didn't work out like that. Unfortunately, I couldn't get in the pits. They wouldn't let me. Right when I went to buy the thing, there was like something wrong with the pits, and they weren't letting people in, and then, you know, and then they were like, all right, well, general admission can come in at this time, and then they closed the pits. I don't know. It was just like a bunch of weird stuff, and it just didn't work out for me. I wasn't able to get in, so I was just like, all right, well, I'll take some video. Maybe we'll get some cool clips, which I did. If you guys saw on TikTok, I got Hayden Deegan sending the finish line, and it popped off on TikTok, so basically that alone made the trip worth it. But I went from like, let's go there for work and take videos, to basically I just was there just to enjoy myself, and that's kind of what I did. I just kind of walked around the track and just enjoyed the racing, you know, and man, it was an amazing day of racing. I was so blessed to be able to go. Like, what a cool experience, dude. I gotta say, you know, everyone always talks about on TV. Everyone always says, like, man, the big U-turn is way steeper than it looks on TV, and I'm always like, yeah, all right. Boys, I'm here to tell you, that thing's a no joke. I'm not even like, listen, Doc's been well, I haven't been riding in a while, but Doc had ridden 20 years or something. That's a steep hill, bro. That's a steep hill. Oh, and this sky shot here, this thing's huge. That thing's way, I don't know why I didn't think it was that big. It's quite large. They're like third, maybe fourth wicked on 450s. I'm not even kidding. They're absolutely wide open going into that. But this thing right here, boys, let me tell you, this hill is so steep, and this corner is way less flat than that. They're basically just turning at the bottom of the hill. It was actually incredible. Like, this jump was really cool too. Something I noticed about Unadilla that I really liked is where the just the general admission spectators, I felt like you were able to get a lot closer to the races than some of the other tracks. Like Hangtown, you can get pretty close, but like it's in sections where they're going kind of slow. Bud's Creek, you can get pretty close, but same kind of thing, kind of slower sections. But boys, you guys might be able to see me if you watch it back, 250 Moto 1, but I'm standing like right here. Okay, I'm standing like right where these guys are. I was standing on that fence right there. And this, bro, these guys, I was standing right here. These guys coming over this hill, like, oh my gosh, you could, the dust is in your eyes. One small mistake, I was dead, you know? Like, I was actually surprised. There's a guy next to me, and I asked him, I'm like, I'm surprised that this is allowed, you know? Like, like we're so close, and literally, they're kind of jumping at us. They jump off the side, and I don't know, it was really cool, though. I think the one bad thing I would say about this track, I don't want to say bad thing because the venue is amazing and I will go back every year that I'm able to. But like, all right, you see, let's go to the top of this hill. Ooh, surround. Ooh, also, TFC killed it on this, by the way. All right, you see how there's like half the track over here, and then it's basically the track's split by a hill. While that's really awesome because it makes a really cool racetrack, it's kind of hard for spectators because you'll be over here and you can't see nothing over there, you know? Despite Hangtown being in the middle of the open, which is awful for spectators because there's literally no shade, one thing that's good for it is you can pretty much see the entire track from anywhere. And that's kind of how I felt about Bud's too. So far I feel like of the 3 nationals I've been to, Bud's, Unadilla, and Hangtown, I feel like Bud's is better for spectators in the sense that like there's still shade. Like it's a more like, I guess, family friendly experience because you're not just baking in the sun. Like if you have kids or you don't want to sit in the sun all day, there's a lot of trees at Bud's, and so you can sit in the shade and you can still see like 85% of the track, where at Dilla I felt like no matter where you were sitting, you were still missing like, you know, 50% of the track or 30% of the track. Like there was a lot of it you were missing. And you know, because I was sitting in like right at the finish line, which is that gravity cavity. I posted that right before the finish line, like right where I'm going into right now, that this was gravity cavity, and I got corrected on TikTok, but I could have swore this was gravity cavity. This where I just crashed. But somebody said it was over there or something. I don't know. You let me know. But anyway, I was sitting in gravity cavity, or right there at the finish line, or I'm just gonna call it gravity cavity. I was sitting right here, you know, to the right there, and like it was really cool because like you got really up close, but then as soon as they went around this corner, you completely lost them. And so like I couldn't see any of the passes that were going on. I couldn't see anything, but you know, when they would come by, it was lit, but then they would go away and it was hard. That's the only, I don't want to say complaint again because it was incredible, and like I said, I'm going back every single year. Also, my whole intent to go was to meet up with you guys and say hi and, you know, interact. And dude, the whole day, I'm not kidding either, I could have swore, I thought it was just me being like goofy, but there was people like making eye contact with me and then like looking away, you know, and then, you know, kind of double taking, triple taking back at me. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure this dude probably recognizes me, but like maybe not, you know, maybe like I'm not that big of a creator. Like I thought, all right, well, just check yourself, Doc. Okay, we're not Drake out here, all right? But it was weird. It kept happening. Like people kept looking at me, like, and they'd like squint and then like look away and talk to their friends. And I was like, I don't know, maybe they do, maybe not. And so nobody said anything to me the whole day. And then I post that clip about Deegan, and my comments are full of, Doc, I saw you, you talked to me, but nobody said anything. So my plan is I'm going to Bud's Creek this week. So this is my first formal invitation that if you guys see me at Bud's, dude, come up and talk to me. It's the whole reason I'm there. Don't be weird. You know, I'm not going to be weird. I mean, I might be a little weird. Doc is a little weird. But the whole point of me going to these races is so I can say hello and interact and, you know, just spend some time with you guys a little bit and build those relationships. So this is my invitation. I'll do another one probably on TikTok. If you guys see me at Bud's, say hello. All right? Do it. All right, boys. As always, if you guys need something, I love you. I hope that you have a blessed day. And you guys are always welcome to DM me if something's going on in your life. You know, I would love to be a friend for you and just be there for you if you need something. All right? And man, how about R.I.P. Deegan? Can we? If you guys made it to the end, can we spam the comments with R.I.P. Deegan? All right, boys. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. All right? Peace.